The View does its job in covering up for Biden, but he's getting to be too much of a problem for them to cover up. Interesting to me here in this video particularly is Sunny Hostin's response. She starts to go after Biden. Welcome to Doug in Exile. I'm Doug TenNapel. I'm the creator of Earthworm Jim, and this is our news show. I'm so glad you've joined us here. I hope you'll subscribe. But even if you don't subscribe, let's laugh at The View together.
Hold on. The fact is that factor is getting completely buried because later on in the press conference, he talked about being interrogated for hours by the special counsel. At the same time, he was dealing with an international crisis in Gaza, and he flubbed it. When he brought up Egyptian President El-Sisi, watch.
Initially, the president of Mexico, Sisi, did not want to open up the gate to allow humanitarian material to get in. I talked to him. I convinced him to open the gate.
Okay, so he mixed up the names of a couple of people. How big of a problem is this going forward in this election for Biden?
He mixed up a few names. Sisi, president of Mexico, probably sounds just like the actual name of the president of Mexico instead of the name of the president of Egypt.
I think it's significant, actually, and you know, to mix up the president of Egypt with the president of Mexico because his name sounds like Sisi, that's bizarre. And
what are the two names?
Obrador. Sisi and Obrador. It's not super close.
Yeah, they're pretty different.
He doesn't even sound like Sisi. The president of Mexico's Obrador. They don't even sound close enough. So Sunny Hostin, that's the first time I've seen her. She's going after Biden. There's only one reason Sunny Hostin is going after Biden, and that's that the entire Democrat Party is getting rid of this guy. They're prepping you for it. And this has all happened in 24 hours. They went from defending him, going, this might work, to now they're all collectively saying, he's done. We got to replace him, get him out, all done. So whatever happened in the last 24 hours, that's why we're covering that news, that press briefing so much where he blew it on so many fronts. Everything changed in the last 24 hours. And now the conclusion is everyone agrees Biden is going to be replaced.
And by the way, before I continue with this, why would he want to remember the day that his son died? Why? You want to block that out of your head. You want to remember when he was alive.
And that's Joy Behar covering for him. Now, anyone who's watched the media for the last 3 years knows it's the media's job to cover for Biden because we've watched him all mentally decompose. And the media says this kind of stuff.
If you're concerned about Joe Biden's age, you probably don't know Joe Biden.
Yeah. If you're concerned about Joe Biden's age, you probably don't know Joe Biden. And if you vote for Trump, you ain't black.
Biden is actually in good shape.
Oh, good shape. Are you going to believe your eyes? Or are you going to believe what Ana Navarro just said on The View? These people are gaslighting you, tormenting you for looking at Biden and stating the obvious.
Right. Mentally, he's quite acute.
Any aide who engages with him or reporters, we can see this. The gears of his mind are working.
The right-wing media has so fixated on Biden and Biden purportedly having cognitive issues.
It's not just making an issue of Biden's age. It's lying. It's saying he's senile. It's saying he's demented, saying he's out of it.
Oh, we're lying for saying he's demented and saying he's out of it, even though now it's just come out by his own side, Department of Justice. They're letting him off the documents case because he's absent-minded and forgetful in their legal documents. That's what the big controversy is about. So now we're just exposing all of these left-wing media people who've been lying to you. That is, Biden is obviously in decline. And they keep saying, no, he's full of energy. He's wonderful. He's great. You know who's telling the lies? They're going, it's the right-wing media and Russia.
Russian television has been filled with speculation about President Biden's age, about his mental state of mind.
It was Russia that was lying to you all the time. Biden's a young whippersnapper. He's tight, man. He's smart and young. If you don't see that, you're falling for Russian disinformation that is brainwashing you into thinking that Biden's actually old and kind of losing it.
That's an issue pushed by right-wing media, but it's not correct.
You know, Republicans on the other side have spent 4 years almost kind of weaponizing Biden's age against him. Trump is not that much younger than him.
Biden is just a couple of years older than Donald Trump.
Why so much attention on Biden's age? Trump isn't much younger.
This whole vein is really, really unseemly. I mean, ageism.
I'm going to say quite bluntly, there is some ageism going on here.
Yeah, I think there is some ageism going on.
I didn't see that card being played off the bottom of the deck. Ageism, ableism. You're making fun of his age. And by the way, just a few weeks ago, all of the New York Times and all of the press were running comments about Trump showing slipping in his mental acuity in his old age and going, we don't want either of these old aged guys. You watch when they replace Biden with Gavin Newsom, all these Democrats will bring age right back out and go, you can't go for Trump. Look at his age. Look at how young Gavin Newsom is, or look how young Michelle Obama is. Trump, age, ageism. Whoa, what's that? They'll forget all about it.
Biden's personal physician wrote that he, quote, remains a healthy, vigorous 80-year-old male.
He is a healthy, vigorous 80-year-old male.
He had a good physical. His doctor says he's vigorous.
The reality is nothing like the dystopian picture that the Republicans are trying to paint of this senile, doddering president, and he's as sharp as a tack.
All of these Democrats are ready to throw Biden out now because he's in mental decline. I don't get how we were able to see it and they were not, other than we live not by lies. I'm Doug in exile.